Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. The debate on planning is a truly national occasion, and I am glad that honorable members have taken it seriously even though there has been much criticism. We have got used to such criticism. First, it used to be on the very concept of planning. Fortunately, that stage is over and we have come to a phase of development when all parties, I hope, approve of the idea of planning. Some have approved of some portions of the plan but have reserved their criticism for the manner in which many programs have been implemented. There are some who do not at all approve of the manner in which we plan. Now obviously each one of us stand for certain ideas and for certain methods of functioning. We have after considerable thought and deliberation decided on the sort of planning commission which we should have and the manner in which it should work. The Planning Commission consists of independent, non-party, non-political experts, but even they are not solely responsible for the plan. The plan is drawn up on the basis of numerous discussions with people at different levels from every single state, and finally the plan takes its final shape in the National Development Council, in which all the chief ministers, many of them belonging to other parties, sit together and express their views. It is true that at these meetings there is also disagreement, not normally on the method of planning, but more about how much each state should get. We all know that none of our programs are adequate for our population's needs. At all times, there has to be a balancing between available resources and what our people need, what we think should be done for them, or even what should be done for one area or another. By and large, the plan is a charter of progress for the next 4 years. We have some idea of how it has functioned already since it has been in existence for a year. Although this formal discussion on the final plan is taking place, how we had a very fine discussion. When the plan was settled in to draft stage, an honorable member said that there was no sense of urgency in the plan. I would like to say that this is not correct. I think that is the difference between the draft outline and the final document. We have tried to inject a sense of urgency in the final document, and the proof of it is that it has recognized the major problems of the day, whether it be unemployment or regional imbalances or other major problems. The solution to some of these problems bears no delay, and they must be tackled with urgency and determination. But there are certain conditions in which we must work. There are certain accepted parameters. One is the democratic process. Many people would like us to do several things, some of which we also agree are the right things to do, but we are committed to one democratic process to work with the consent of the people, to take along with us as many of the people and as many of the parties as possible. But sometimes this does slow the process. I think that even though it makes the process slower, it strengthens the process and it strengthens whatever work we take in hand. Now, the second parameter with which perhaps some people do not agree but which we have set for ourselves is that of a mixed economy. A mixed economy has many faults, but in the circumstances in the country, our government feel that this is one of the conditions which we must set ourselves. I do not think that by a mixed economy it means merely that some big families take advantage of it. Many of men and under mixed economy of our conception, people should be able to take many programs in hand and work for themselves. I know that some families, some groups, some business houses have taken advantage of a particular situation as it arose immediately after independence, and it is our endeavor to see how we can curb this kind of monopolistic tendency. It is not possible in the circumstances in which we are to put a sudden break. We cannot change this particular situation overnight. It has to be done in a way which gives the least shock to the economy. But it must also be done in a way which reduces the delay. By lessening the shock, I do not mean that we go so slow that our program become ineffective, because that would be defeating the very purposes for which we are making new programs. But it does mean that along with the desire for social justice, which is not only a genuine desire, the practical needs of the country today must be attended to the fullest satisfaction. Then only we can solve the major problems of the day, whether it be unemployment or any such other problem.